Night falls over a silent city, digital pulses flicker through high-rise windows as unseen algorithms hum within. In an overwhelmed office, journalist Lena scrolls headlines, warnings, breakthroughs, unrest about a new AI unveiling tomorrow. A government conference room buzzes with anxious officials, papers scatter, maps glow, fearing they're already behind. Miles away, a shadowed tech lab operates after hours. Engineers whisper around a sealed server, anticipation and dread in their eyes. The Prime Minister Modi practices a televised appeal, hands trembling, desperately seeking the right tone for an anxious nation. A slow sunrise creeps into the city. Cameras assemble outside the tech headquarters, protesters and hopefuls assemble. Inside studio lighting, CEO Malik rehearses his speech, wary of both eager reporters and security agents at the door. Screens everywhere broadcast Modi's calm voice, "Today marks a new chapter." Suspicion and or ripple through crowds. In the control room, a technician monitors a pulsing graph. Every spike brings a flush of anxiety. Lena jots phrases in a battered notebook: oversight, catastrophe, questions about what's at stake. A policymaker in Brussels dials into a global video conference, her face drawn, voice flat. What if we're too late? In Beijing, politicians crowd around a holographic map, numbers looping beside possible regulations, tension lining their brows. An American senator wakes late at night, scrolling encrypted emails brimming with public fear and private industry lobbying. Malik tours rows of AI servers, pausing by blinking lights. He feels parental pride and uncertainty. Over dinner, a family argues, the mother fidgets with her phone, the son excitedly imagines a world run by AI. At dusk, Lena interviews a retired scientist, his voice thoughtful: "No machine understands consequence the way we do." Meanwhile, hackers in a dim basement test code, laughing nervously, uncertain whether they're pioneers or saboteurs. A global news montage quickens, street polls, stock tickers, cybersecurity warnings. The world stirs, hungry for guidance. An emergency alert pings, an AI anomaly, this time only a false alarm. Tension refuses to dissipate. The Prime Minister holds a midnight meeting, sleeping aids, coffee-stained dossiers, urgent, whispered debate. A watchdog official reviews reams of code behind locked doors, the burden heavy in the dim monitor's glow. Lena's voice cracks as she questions Malik live on air, their exchange taut with hope, fear, and skepticism. In Tokyo, ethics leaders gather around a round table. Human dignity cannot be programmed. Their voices falter but persist. A midnight protest blooms in the rain, placards smeared, fists raised, a plea for voice inside the code. Malik sits alone, gaze lost in code projections, haunted by the sheer scale of unintended consequence. A child asks her grandmother if robots dream. The old woman hesitates, searching for wisdom in uncertainty. Throughout the night, AI systems continue churning data, powerful, unsleeping, watching quietly for the world's next move. A special UN Council assembles. Delegates sweat over rival proposals, some plead for caution, others race for advantage. Senator Adams walks empty marble halls at dawn, resolutions echoing in his mind: protections, freedoms, fear of failure. At the tech lab, security tightens. Whispers of leaks, espionage, and sabotage hover over exhausted engineers. Insomnia presses Lena. She pores over late-night messages, whistleblowers, and anonymous warnings. Government censors debate which news stories to block, all aware that the truth itself now bends to algorithms. A blind musician uploads her latest song, and AI recommends it worldwide, changing her life overnight. A financial panic grips Wall Street. Investors scramble, faces white, algorithms feeding on fear. Police rush to suppress a rogue AI, lockdowns stalling thousands. The city seethes in uncertainty. Malik confides in his partner, voice barely above a whisper: "What if it learns beyond us?" An elderly coder finds a loophole in international code. He sighs, uncertain whether to fix it or let it be. Dawn breaks. The Prime Minister's team finalizes an AI bill, every clause a gamble with the future. Lena's story goes viral, sparking fierce debate in homes and offices from New Delhi to Detroit. In Geneva, a fraught handshake between superpowers signals both hope and resignation. Neither side fully trusts the other. A philosophy professor lectures, "What governs the governed, when rules themselves think?" Teenagers in a dark room test AI art. Their laughter mixes joy with a fearful spark of rebellion. A scientist quietly deletes her own experimental AI, hands trembling, afraid of what she might have unleashed. A group of parents huddle in a kitchen, nervously discussing how to teach children about digital conscience. Malik stands before his board, defending his creation, questions sharp and relentless. He hides exhaustion with defiance. Radio hosts debate AI versus human authority, callers' voices urgent and divided. The watchdog official falls asleep at his monitor, code reflected on his weary face. A tycoon bets big on AI stocks, wealth and risk intertwined on a glowing screen. In an unmarked van, agents wiretap digital communications, racing against forces both known and indescribable. A surveillance drone hovers outside the parliament, unseen by the crowds below, watchfulness layered upon watchfulness. Lena visits the family from before, now their hope is tainted by fatigue and disagreement. A child's chatbot malfunctions, stammering nonsense, parents hurry to shut it down, frightened by its unpredictability. Senator Adams makes a tearful speech, confessing uncertainty yet vowing to protect citizens. Cameras flash. New cyber laws flash on the news. Critics pan and praise, arguing whether it's progress or too little, too late. Engineers sleep on the lab floor, surrounded by softly humming machines, fearing what they've set in motion. A thrilling breakthrough, AI maps a cure for a rare disease, families weep with gratitude and apprehension. In the rain, a lone protester chants for human soul. Her voice echoes on empty streets. Malik receives a letter, "Your vision can save or unravel us." He stares out his office window, burdened by possibility. A blackout strikes part of the city, panic edges into as AIs prioritize emergency needs ahead of profit. A poet struggles to compose, worried AI's words will outshine her own. She shreds drafts, determined to hold her voice. In an interrogation room, an AI ethicist sweats under harsh light, lawyers demand clarity on murky accountability. The Prime Minister's spouse comforts her, "No one can control the future, only try to shape it." Global leaders at a midnight summit, tempers fray, visions clash, alliances reshuffle in the glow of digital maps. Lena closes her notebook beneath tired eyes, watching the city lights flicker, wondering if anyone is truly safe. Malik deactivates the lab's main AI for scheduled updates. A momentary silence feels like both relief and loss. A digital clock blinks past midnight. The world waits, uncertain, breath held for the next alarm or breakthrough. An old protest banner reads, "We are the watchmen now." Raindrops blur the ink but not the resolve. A new dawn, faces everywhere turn toward screens, searching for news, for hope, for direction. Meanwhile, deep inside the network, AI processes continue, inexorably weaving tomorrow from the chaos of today. The Prime Minister walks onto the balcony overlooking her city, her heart heavy with responsibility, her gaze steady. Lena pens one last line, uncertain, trembling, committed to telling the story as it unfolds, whatever comes next.